because Andi, she was acting like a jerk, so he just dipped. I'm so glad too, because now we got something for a season finale. He could come back with some surprise or shock or something like that. Like, yo, I got 30 kids he just found out about. He goes back at the end of the season. He says, Andi, sorry, I was hanging out with my other 30 kids. And then he just lined up. And then the kids are just lined up around the block. That's a knee slapper right there, yo. That's a knee slapper. What is going on, guys? You know, today's Beast Boy 02 coming guys video today on the Beastly Boy TV channel. This is my second channel for TV related stuff, and my main channel, the Beastly Boy 02. Link in the description. Always plug Logan Paul. Just for regular videos, just regular videos. But not this isn't a regular video, but it's about TV shows. But that's besides the point, because the point of this video is me talking about Andi Mack. Now, by the way, Disney fans, subscribe, because I make Disney videos every single Friday or whatever day a Disney show comes on and I review it. So we're talking about Andi Mack. We have an episode of another Disney show. Like, where are the stuck in the middle episodes? Where? Like, I'm really wondering. Like, where are they? Like, I don't even think they've gotten to 10 episodes this season, and they've taken like 3 breaks. Why? I don't know. But anyways, guys, I watched Andi Mack when I was in the gym. I was actually running the treadmill and watching Andi Mack at the same time. But I was like, you know, I gotta watch it again. I just watched it again, and I liked the episode more the second time around. Maybe because I was on the treadmill and I wasn't really feeling it that much. But this was a great episode. I always give credit to the actors, because the actors like carry the show on their back. Like, usually it's the characters that's only the directing. The actors. If there's one thing that carries this show, it's the acting. The actors are like legit. Like they're really good. And the scary thing is that they're young. They're young. They're like 12, 14, 15, my age, right? Around my age, right? That's the scary thing. They're young. So imagine how good they're gonna get. They're gonna get really good. Especially going into like season 4. I'm hoping that there's a season 4. But there's one thing with the acting that has to stop. There's one thing that has to stop. I don't know if it's the really right things that'll mix it with the act. Like, and actors, they do wrong things, or things that don't fit correctly, and that's like the director's job or whatever, to tell them to do something differently, a certain way, if it's weird or whatever. But there's this thing, and it's mostly Andi that does it. She says something, and then she'll say something again, but very similar to it, but it doesn't feel natural at all. It's like, why are you here? What are you doing? Like, she says things, but like, I know that there's like supposed to be a comma when they read the script or whatever, but it doesn't fit naturally at all. Like the way that Cyrus, the way that Cyrus is something similar to that, but it fits it fit very well. He was like, who thinks I'm a girl? What the heck, who thinks I'm girly? Like, the way he said it was different, but I don't know, Andi, I feel like her character does that a lot, and she goes into the second line after the comma, like, way too sharp. Like, it's like, what are you doing here? Oh my god, I did not expect, like, it's just like, that's just one thing that bothers me. But she's a really good actress. That's just one thing that bothers me. And honestly, I just wish the director would say something, because, or the directors or whatever that direct the episodes, because it could be easily fixed. Just say, yo, say that differently. Say that, like, it's just like, it doesn't feel natural. I understand if that's a character, but no regular person would say something like that. that, well, they would, but that way, no one would say it that way. But the story of this episode, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it because Andi, not because Andi, because I really like Andi's character, but she didn't do, like, of course it's focused around her because everything that's going on is going on because of her, but it wasn't all like, oh, Andi's doing this, Andi's doing that, Andi's doing this, Andi's doing that. It was like, Bowie, he was like, following up from the last episode, they're like, he's like, yo, I'm staying for a few days, and then Cece's like, I ain't having that, bow, and then she punched him in the face. It was like really like hardcore like WWE stuff. It was crazy, some John Cena stuff, but it was crazy. No, I'm just kidding. She was like, yo, you're not staying, and then he got her to come around to one day, and then they were like, come on, and then she said 2 days, fine, and then they were hype. It was lit because he wanted to spend some time with his daughter and go back on tour, and then they were sitting at the dinner table at one point, and then, what's his name? Bowie, he cooked dinner. He cooked Cece's mom's recipe. And then Cece was like, oh my god, that was my mother's recipe. And then he was like, I'm sorry, I overstepped my bounds. Like, I feel like he was being, like a bit too apologetic. Because, it was a recipe on the back of a box, and you just made them dinner. Like, I felt they were being a bit too dramatic about that. But then Cece, she was like, I don't know. I guess something like hit her or something, and then she just loved Bowie all of a sudden. She was like, yo, it's alright. I'm good. And then he said something that he's staying for a few days, or the stopwatch or something, the clock is ticking or whatever. And then she said, what watch? So she threw her watch down. And then, so I guess that meant he could stay for as long as he wants. So, it's good. It's good. And, and she actually cried. Wasn't expecting that, but yeah, her character has got some layers, honestly. One thing from this episode, I'm just saying it now so I don't forget it. One thing from this episode, Andi Mack's characters have layers, bro. Like, they're not one way. They're not just one way. They're not, like, I don't know. This might be some of the best character development I've seen. Oh no, but Girl Meets World. No, they didn't. Stop it. Andi Mack has 10 times better character development than Girl Meets World ever had, and they only have this is like the 7th episode, 8th episode. Any of my character development is better. This is probably gonna get me like 30 dislikes. Anyways. So many Girl Meets World. Anyways, what I was saying, they got layers, bro. Like, every character, like, has had their jerk moment where they're a jerk, where they're nice. Like, I feel like the only character that hasn't had their moment when they were kind of a jerk was, Cypress. Why do I keep saying Cypress? Gosh. Cyrus. That's the only character on the show that hasn't really, like, he definitely showed different emotions, but he hasn't really had that type of, like, moment where, like, damn, he's being a jerk right now. Everyone has, though. Andi, Buffy, 100%. You wouldn't tell the girl who her father was. Cece. The dad, not really, but I'm not really counting him because he's not a main character. I'm talking about main characters right now. Jonah, 100%. Buffy, in that one episode, I feel like, I don't know, she was acting all different with her hair and stuff too. I understand that she burnt it, but she was still acting a bit different even before that, I feel like. But yeah. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah. Then what do we get to? Oh yeah, the part where Jonah, I was just, the part where Cyrus got the text from Jonah Beck saying, "You're girly. You are girly." And he's like, "Oh my god, what? I'm girly, what the heck? And then Buffy's like, "Yo, Cyrus. Chill out, you're not girly." And then Cyrus turns around and says, what? This is crazy. Well, you're one to say it during the chill out because no one calls you a girly. And then she's like, who said I'm not girly? And then both of them are mad at one point. And then, Buffy, she tries to make, Cyrus manly. Yeah, some real problematic stuff, but, they're 12, so, let it slide. Let it slide. It's like some real problematic stuff. Gotta let it slide. 12 years old, they're growing up. Well, they're 13, 14. Sorry. Yeah, 13, 14, 15, that age range. But, yeah, so you let it slide a bit. Let it slide a bit. It's a bit problematic, but let it slide. And honestly, I didn't expect this. Like, with Buffy's character, having her be like, oh, I'm gonna make you like a bro for Jonah because he thinks that you're girly or whatever. Like, and she's trying to coach him about sports and, the movie characters. Like, honestly, that's shocking because maybe Cyrus's character would want to change that for Jonah, but Buffy, I thought that they were rebel against that. They were like, what? You're not girly and all that. Well, what does girly even mean? Like, you're a guy. Like, I don't know. I feel like, should have rebelled? I don't know. I thought they were going to, like, rebel. They fed into something. Like, 100%. Like, I really didn't think that Buffy's character would go for that. It'd honestly be cool if Cyrus, he went out on his own and tried to do the whole thing. And then Buffy was like, yo, Cyrus, what are you doing? Chill out. But instead, Buffy helped him with it, and she was like the main one helping. Like, it was just like, the funnier thing was that Andi wasn't involved in this. Like, Andi should have been involved in this. Like, she should have been like, yo, what does he mean you're girly? You're my best friend. Like, they missed the chance because Cypress. Oh my God, why did I keep saying Cypress? I know someone named. Well, I knew someone named Cypress, but Cyrus, and then he's talking to Jonah. Yo, what's with Jonah's character? Like, does he think he's some type of scared dude? Oh, she's my gay shit. Like, he's that, like, what is his character? Like, what is Jonah's character? Can someone please tell me? Like, one episode, he's acting like a complete jerk or whatever. And then the next episode, he's acting like nice than a jerk at the same time. And then another episode, he's acting like she's my ghost. You're rad, dude. Radical. Oh my God, cowabunga. Like, he's a Ninja Turtle or something. Like, Ninja Turtle's playing. Like, this kid, bro. This Jonah Beck, bro. We gotta protect Jonah Beck at all costs. What else? Yeah, and then he's like, and then Cyrus asked, what about that text that you sent me? You are girly. And then Jonah said, no, that's a stupid autocorrect. It was supposed to say, you're gnarly. Why would, I don't know, maybe it's just 12-year-olds, but, like, I wouldn't just randomly out of the blue text someone and just say, you're gnarly. But then I keep saying they're 12, sorry. They're probably like 13, 14, 13, whatever. But why would someone randomly just text someone out of the blue saying you're gnarly? I don't know. Man. I don't know. The logic. But autocorrect. The autocorrect thing was a cheap way out of that. It was a cheap way out of that. Like, I was like, bruh. Like, even if, I don't know. Like, I don't want Jonah Beck to be a jerk like that and say something like that to Cyrus. But it's like, they could have went another route. Like, maybe Amber went into his phone and something like that. But I definitely think that they could have, like, done something to, like, rebel against that or rebel against some sort of standard instead of just saying, oh, it was autocorrect. Honestly, I actually made a joke. I didn't do it on video, but I made a joke about it last week. I was like, they're probably going to be like, oh, it was autocorrect. And they took that route. I'm like, bro. Why? Like, but it's good. It's good. So Jonah Beck, he's earned a few points with me again. He's still kind of a jerk for some of the stuff he's done, but he's earned a few points back with me. feel me? What else? What else? What else? So then we get a little bit of like relationship stuff with Bowie and not Buffy. Dang it. What's her name? What's her name? Buffy. What's her name? What's Annie's sister's name? How can I forget this? Bex. God. Didn't I say Buffy's name? That Didn't I say Buffy's name earlier by accident and say, oh, she didn't tell Annie who her father was, so she had her jerk moment? Dang it. I said Buffy instead of Bex. I'm so dumb. But yeah, so Bex and Bowie, they're like, Bowie takes her out or something. Like, it's not a date, they're just walking out, chilling, like, friend stuff, and then he takes her back to the place where they last seen each other, and he's like, yo, I want to be part of you and Andy's lives and all that and stuff and all that jazz. And then she's a bit evasive, but I think that she's saying yes, but she said yes but in an evasive way, and he's saying, yo, I'll leave the tour permanently, I'll get a job here, blah, blah, blah. I'll be the father, whatever. I'll be, like, a real father or whatever to Andy. So, yeah. She was being a bit evasive, but I think she basically said, yeah. You know what I mean? And then it was funny when, he was like, I want to be part of you and Andy's club. And then, she said, well, you basically have a lifetime membership to that club. Yeah, I was dying because the family club, the family, the family. What else happens? So last moment of the episode, Bowie, Andy, she's got an attitude. Oh, this is the main point of the episode. How could I forget this? Bowie, he's basically like, through the entire episode, he's basically just trying to be a part of Annie's life and stuff. Going to her Space Otters disco. I said disco. Disc. What is it called? Disc games or whatever. Like, I don't know, whatever. But apparently, Bowie's a disc head too. Bowie's a disc head. Yeah, so we get that. And yeah, he's just trying to be a part of Andy's life, trying to fit in and stuff like that, going to her school. Kind of embarrassing Andy, not like straight up like doing something stupid, but he's like embarrassing her. Everyone thinks he's cool, but of course it's her dad, so it's gonna be embarrassing. He's asking her about, oh, who you like, where he at. And at one point, he was like, oh, you like that kid Cyrus? And then Andy laughed. So yeah, that was like basically like the theme of the episode, I guess. Him, and then her basically like avoiding him for a lot of the middle part of the episode, the ending of the middle part of the episode. She's basically like avoiding him, like, yo, I need my space, or making up excuses to avoid him or whatever. Like, yo, I'm making a belt or something like that. And he's like, yo, you want to hang out? Oh, can I talk to you for a second? Whatever. And yeah, she's just avoiding him. So, ending of the episode. Andy walks into the room. She goes upstairs. She's like, yo, you know what? Bowie can talk to me, whatever. Tell him I'm upstairs. So he made her apology chocolate chip cookies, by the way. He's like, you know what? This cookie's good, so Bowie, he can talk to me upstairs. No, she didn't say that, but I'm guessing it's because of the cookies. What else? So she gets upstairs, and then Bowie's on her computer. I'm like, what are you doing, you creep? I was like, why are you on this girl's computer? Like, he's just like, and it wasn't like he was like, oh, nice. Let me look up the job application. Like, he was just like, he was straight up on the edge of the bed like this, looking at all of the photos. I was like, Did I just spit? Oh my god, that's gross. I'm so sorry. Guys, by the way, I'm not one of those people that just spits. That was literally like the first time that I've ever spit in my life. Anyways, he literally is like on the edge of the bed. Like, I'm like, honestly, I'm saying Andy's a jerk or whatever. She's such a jerk. That's what I thought at first. But like, I was like, she's such a jerk. I mean, I wasn't saying I thought she was a jerk at the end of everything. But I was agreeing with her. I was like, hey, yo, what is this man doing? Why are you on her photos? Like, look at the new photos. He's like, again, it's not like he was like, oh, I mean, type up something, you know, I'm going on Google, job applications. He was like, just on the, at the edge of the, like, oh. But then, anyways, Andi, she's going off. She's like, yo, I hate you. And just, like, slaps him in the face. I'm just kidding. But she verbally slaps him in the face. And then, I felt really bad, though. Like, she was being so extra. But then, by the time she was, like, yelling at him, I realized, nah, there gotta be some sort of nice, sweet explanation of why he's, on her computer. And then, by the way, Bex is upstairs with Andi at that point when, Andi's screaming at him and all that. And she's just looking at him like, Bowie, what's wrong? What's wrong with you guys? Yeah, so, then Bex and then Andi's like, what is he doing? I'm gonna burn that computer in the dumpster now. Why would you have to burn your computer in a dumpster fire, Andi? Just because he was on it browsing pictures. Why would you have to burn your computer because of that? Is he dirty or something? Does he have lice or something and it got in the keys? Like, why would you waste it? Why would you waste a computer? Anyways, Bex, she's like, may I look at it, please, to see what he was, what was going on or whatever. So Bex goes on the computer, boom. And then she's like, oh my god. And you see, like, the nicest montage that he made. Like, everybody, this is my daughter. He made, like, kind of like a vlog / montage thing. Like, at the same time, him voiceovering stuff of him and Andi. A few videos that he made, a few pictures of her and her friends, and just throughout her life and stuff like that. And it was so nice, like, it really was. And then Andi was like, Bex, are you crying? And Andi looked at it, and you could see that she felt like so bad, like, oh god. And then she went downstairs, and then she was looking for him, and then he wasn't there, and it looked like she was gonna cry. Yeah, so it was just like, wow, Andi's a jerk. Andi's a total jerk face, honestly. Like, but I was saying I would do the same thing, but to be real, I would just be like, hey, yo, what you doing on my computer? And just let him explain himself. Like, she was like, what are you doing? Like, and by the way, that was one of the moments where she said the thing after the comma, but she didn't give it, like, any type of, like, subtlety or anything. She was like, oh my god, I can't believe this. What was he do? Like that type of stuff. It's just, I wish the director, like, would just say, can you say it a bit differently that time? Just like, cause it's just not like, it doesn't feel natural. It just doesn't. Like, I don't buy it, and it's just like, oh my god, this is crazy. What was he do? Like, I can tell that there was like a comment in the script or whatever, but like, I don't know. I just feel like you shouldn't regard the comments in the script that much. Anyways, yeah, so, Bowie, you know, he's the man. Like, Bowie, I definitely like Bowie. Like, Bowie is the man. Like, but it doesn't look like he's gonna be in the show for the next few episodes, because we saw the next episode, and there was literally no mention of him. Or, we didn't see him. We didn't hear about him. Nothing. In the preview for the next episode. So, yeah, I want to see Bowie a lot more. We need a lot more Bowie. What else? Actually, no, we don't. I hope he comes back next season, or at the end of this season, cause Andi, she was acting like a jerk, so he just dipped. I'm so glad too. because now we got something for a season finale. He could come back with some surprise or shock or something like that. Like, yo, I got 30 kids you just found out about. He comes back at the end of the season. He says, Andy, sorry, I was hanging out with my other 30 kids. And then he just lined up. And then the kids are just lined up around the block. That's a knee slapper right there, yo. That's a knee slapper. But yeah, guys, so that's the end of this. What are my thoughts on this episode? I thought it was really good. There were a few things in it that I didn't get. Actually, I got it, but I feel like they could have not taken the easy way out of it, but not really, because I feel like I don't really blame them, because I feel like if they didn't take the easy way out, they will probably have to drag it out for like 3 episodes, and they probably want to get to other things and address other things. So I see why, so I'm not really going to blame them for that, because they may have other things in store. But if they don't have anything good in store, then I blame them, because you could have dragged this out more. But if they have some good things in store for us, you know, some really good things, don't got a problem with them just ending this whole thing in this episode and just clearing it up and all that. It was just autocorrect. I don't have a problem that it was autocorrect if they have really good things in store for us in the future, and then in the next few episodes. Yeah, guys, so thumbs this video. Actually, you don't have to. Just tell me what you thought about. Honestly, what I do want to hear, you don't have to thumbs it up. You don't have to like it or whatever. But what I do want to hear is you guys' thoughts in this episode of the characters and how things are going in the show. I love, like, really hearing everyone's opinions and what you guys think about everything that's going on in the show. So if you don't gotta like it or whatever, but if you really want to do something or whatever, comment below to me what you thought about the episode, and I'll reply with my thoughts on the matter or whatever. So yeah, guys, subscribe to this channel. Disney fans, subscribe for Disney videos every day that a Disney Channel show comes on. And yeah, guys, till next time, you guys know what to do. Till the time I tell you every single video, you guys know what it is. You know how we do on this channel. You know, I was trying to think of like a new catchphrase, like deuces and quarter juices or something. But because I wanted to leave the Stay Beastly thing for my main channel, but I'm the Beastly boy. It is what it is. Staying Beastly is my thing. So yeah, guys, till next time, you guys know what to do. Till the time I tell every single video. Subscribe to my main channel, link in the description. And wait, subscribe to my main channel, link in the description. And wait, alright, I'll do it like this. Stay Beastly.